Eventually, Simba opened his eyes. A warthog called Pumbaa and Timon, a meerkat, were gazing down at him. They poured water into his dry mouth. "You nearly died," said Pumbaa. "We saved you." "Thanks for your help," said Simba. "But it doesn't matter. I have nowhere to go." "Why not stay with us?" said Timon kindly. "Put your past behind you. Remember, Hakuna Matata, no worries. That's the way we live." Simba thought for a moment and decided to stay in the jungle with his new friends. Many years later, deep in a cave, Rafiki stared at a picture of a lion. "It is time," he said, smiling, and prepared to leave. The very next day, Simba rescued Pumbaa from a hungry lioness. It was Nala. The two friends were delighted to see each other again. Nala told Simba about Scar's reign of terror at Pride Rock and begged him to return. "With you alive, Scar has no right to the throne," she said. "I can't go back. I'm not fit to be a king," Simba said sadly. "You could be," Nala told him. Simba showed Nala his favorite places in the jungle. "It's beautiful," she said. "I can see why you like it, but it's not your home. You are hiding from the future." She turned and left her friend alone. That night, Simba lay by a stream thinking. He heard a noise and looked up. "Come with me," said Rafiki. "I'll take you to your father." Simba followed him in wonder to the edge of the stream. As Simba looked into the water, his reflection gradually changed shape and became his father's. The reflection rose into the sky, and Simba heard Mufasa's voice. "Simba, you must take your place in the circle of life. You are my son and the one true king." Then the reflection in Rafiki disappeared. Back at Pride Rock, the rains had been late coming and the land was dry. The hyenas paced impatiently round King Scar. "We are starving," they howled. "The herds have gone. There is nothing left to eat." Storm clouds gathered in the sky and a lightning bolt scorched the earth. As the dry grasses caught fire, flames swept towards Pride Rock. A lion appeared through the smoke. It was Simba! Scar lunged at Simba, determined to kill him just as he had Mufasa. In the fierce battle that followed, Simba finally hit Scar over the cliff face. Scar called to the hyenas to save him, but Nala and the lionesses drove them back. Simba was victorious. Nala went to Simba's side. "Welcome home," she whispered. As they smiled at each other, it started to rain. The heavy drops soaked the dry ground and steam beds filled up once more. The plains came back to life and the herds returned. One dawn, the animals and birds made their way again to the foot of Pride Rock. Watched by the lions, Pumbaa and Timon, Rafiki picked up a tiny cup. He showed the new prince, the son of King Simba and Queen Nala, to the cheering crowd below. That night, Simba watched the stars rise in the sky. "Everything is all right, father," he said softly. "You see, I remembered," and the stars seemed to twinkle in reply.